Ever thought of adding some delicious pears to go along with your Thanksgiving feast? National food educator Wendy Barrett has a few easy recipes for you to try this festive season. Good morning, Wendy.
Good morning.
Okay, so we need a good appetizer idea for Thanksgiving. What do you have?
I've got the most fantastic. It's actually a brie cheese. Um, this is the brie. You can get a bigger one too if you've got more people. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake that in the oven for about 10 minutes until it's nice and oozy. I don't know if you can see this here, but it's oozy. It's oozing, and that's what you want. And then after it's baked, I'm going to mix up a little bit of honey and some fresh thyme. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that fresh thyme, mix them together nicely. Just do a little mixing here. There we go. A little bit of thyme. Mix it together. Lovely. And then this is going to be oozing, of course. And I'm just going to smear it on just like that. Oh, doesn't that look fantastic? And then I'm going to top it off with some fresh pomegranate seeds. And then I'm just going to garnish it a little bit with some star crimson pears, which are gorgeous because they're, they're in season now and they're nice and red. So I don't know if you can see that, but there it is.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And I've got some other dishes too.
And Wendy, before we get to your other dishes, how do you know how to pick a good pear? Is there science behind it?
Yes, it's an easy science. So what you do is you take your pear. This is a Bartlett pear. It's not ripe, it's very green. So, not ready yet. But there is its sister. This is a Bartlett. It's the only pear that changes color as it ripens. So you can see it's getting yellow. What you want to do is take your thumb and your index finger, just to put a little bit of pressure under the neck. And if it gives, it's right, perfect. If you're not ready to eat it, then just put it in the fridge. And, maybe it should last 3 or 4 days at least.
Beautiful. And Wendy, I love this idea that you have of mixing sweet and savory, that combination, adding fruit to your Thanksgiving stuffing.
Absolutely. So here we have the stuffing here. There it is. And basically it's your regular stuffing with a little bit of pork and breadcrumbs, actually bread. And all I did was added some fresh pear to it. So it's a regular stuffing, but just add some pear and it's going to be nice and sweet and delicious and gorgeous. So there's your stuffing.
Beautiful. And Wendy, you don't need to cook that pear when it goes in your stuffing, just throw it in there?
Just put it in. Yep, just put it in. Throw it in.
Very cool. Well, that's easy. And do you have any other ideas? What can you do with pears this festive season?
Alrighty, I do. You can probably see that. That's cranberry sauce, so it's your regular cranberry sauce. And the same thing as the stuffing. Just chop some pear up and, cook it as you would your normal cranberry sauce. And you've now got pear cranberry sauce.
What kind of flavor does the pear add to these dishes?
Well, it obviously adds some sweetness. So if you want less sweetness in all these different dishes, then I would add a bosque. This is what a bosque looks like, and it's a little bit crisper. Even though it has a high sugar content, it doesn't give off nearly as sweetness. Plus, you can control the ripening of your pears. So if you want it less sweet, then just, under-ripe it a little bit. So, you've got control of everything, which is terrific.
Right. And do you have any ideas for dessert?
I do. I just happen to have that on hand. So here, this is poached pears, and you can poach it in wine, you can poach it in orange juice, red wine, white wine, add some spices, some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and just peel your pears. That's the only time you really need to peel your pears. And just put it in a saucepan and let it cook, turn it up to like low heat and let it cook until you can pierce a knife right through the pears.
Beautiful.
And the beauty of this is,
Wendy, that seems easy enough, a quick and easy dessert. Thank you so much for joining us. We've run out of time. Wendy Barrett, thank you so much. We appreciate all your tips.
Happy Thanksgiving.